So it's finally here. So I've been waiting for this for a few days. So I picked up a Ricoh GR4 monochrome. This is my first Ricoh GR camera. I know these are really tiny cameras and the monochrome sensor is something that interests me. So I've picked this up. In this video I'm going to do an unboxing and a first impressions. I did do a lot of research and I ended up buying this. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the unboxing. Come on. All right. Box. GR official stuff. Japanese. I'm assuming this is imported from Japan. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's so here it is. So I'm actually going to put this to the side just for a moment. We'll need the battery. So here's the battery. It's pretty small actually. Yeah. I'm actually recording in 28mm as well. And what's this? You have a strap in there, I think, and you have a charging cable. And you're gonna leave those. Let's take. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's all there is actually. There's nothing else. Let's take it out. And then we'll put all this back. There we go. Bye bye box. Hopefully never to be opened again. Right, here it is. So it's very light. One of my first impressions is okay, honestly, it's bigger than I thought it would be. I know, sounds a bit dumb, but yeah, ibis, you might not be able to hear that. Ibis, yeah, it feels very good in the hand. There's this bump over here which you can grip onto, and that opens up to type C port. What does that say? USB. Okay, and how do we close that? Right. So yeah, this is the latest model, but it's the monochrome version. I got this because obviously the sensor. Does that look a bit? Batteries in. Okay, let's see how fast it turns on, because this takes about 0.5 seconds. That didn't take 0.5 seconds. I'm assuming that's the first boot. Yes, English. Link cameras with smartphone while turned on. Nope. Okay, let me just set the date on this. Oh, okay, and then it turned on. Okay. Off. On. And when you turn it on, it has the red filter on, red filter off. Okay, I'll mess about with this camera. Can you use it? Does it have touch screen? Oh, it does. Okay, it's fairly quiet. Right, let me have a look at this image. Sorry, I'll show you as well actually. So you can zoom in by 2 fingers, but it's better than the A7C. I just just an image. That actually looks really nice. Oh, so the reason this interested me is actually because of the sensor. This is more closer to the foveon sensor, and it does have the same image quality, kind of, you know. It's just like it's in black and white. Now I am interested in actually using a red, blue, and green filter on front, and then stitching the three images together to get a color image. Now it's only going to work with static subjects and images, but I'm actually just interested in. I just want to see how the you know, how that would look. You have a hot shoe mount. I mean, this thing is pretty much decked out. I don't really need to go over what this camera is. Just gonna get that back on there. It's a bit stiff, man. That's what she said. Okay. Turn it on again. I want to. What the is that? Is there a lock on this? Huh? Why can't I turn that? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm actually gonna have to, cause that I just feel like I'm actually gonna end up breaking it. And this is a brand new camera. That is like just stuck on that. I don't think that even moves. You have, so it actually has TV. So if you just adjust the shutter speed, but then if you use the other dial, it goes to AV. I'm assuming that's, and then if you press this button here, it goes back to auto, so that will go back to P mode. So that's the way it's working right now. But figure out what this bloody, right. Yeah, I'm just gonna find out how to use this. Okay, so just as I expected, there is actually a lock button on this. Now this is my first GR, so I didn't know. So this button here does also work with going back to the auto settings, but if you hold it down, then you can change to the other modes. So aperture, priority, shutter speed. But this is a bit fiddly actually. They should have maybe put in, I guess that would make the camera bigger. If I change shutter speed and then, okay, that button doesn't do anything now. Okay, snap focus. Okay, depth of field 1 meter, 2 meter, 1.5 meter. Oh, okay, so right over there actually. 2.5 meter depth of field is gonna be 1, 2, and 3. 25 meters. Okay, and that's 0.3 meters. I don't know. Okay, and then you also have manual. Shutter speed. Lower that down. Okay, there's manual mode, and it has constant preview thingamajig, so that's pretty cool. Red filter on. So when you turn the red filter on, it shows it on the corner over there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I like it. Okay. Oh, that goes all the way. For now, I think I'm gonna just leave an aperture. I don't know actually what to expect or anything. It does have, you know, all sort of settings. So you have the minimum shutter speed and all that as well. So yeah, I'll find all this. So this is my first Ricoh GR, so I don't know how to use it yet. So I'll find that out. I'll figure it out, and I'll actually I'll start working on the review because I do want to review this, but I think it's gonna take a very long time. When it comes to cameras, I do take a very long time to review them. But this is gonna be my camera. It might be just my main camera, I think. Yeah, the grip is very nice. It's fairly lightweight. I think it would have, obviously, you know, they're lighter cameras. There are cameras that I've had that don't really weigh anything. Now the LX100 is substantially bigger and heavier as well. So just line up. That's not good. But yeah, it's mainly the lens on this. So I did think about getting the LX15, but anyways, okay, yeah, the price on this is really high, but I think it's a special camera. You're not going to use this for architecture or interior photography unless you do the red filter stack thingy in front that I might get into. It just has that foveon type of image quality, and I like black and white, so I picked it up. So yeah, this is smaller than the LX100. This one's gonna go. It's a very nice camera, but I do want to keep just one or two. So the A7CI is going to be just my backup. I'm mainly using this video now. It's recording right now, but obviously the image quality is really high end. It's really nice. I might actually compare the image from this to the A7CR to see the different ISO performance. Anyways, I'll see you guys in another video.